The siege of Casterly Rock was a symphony of stone and steel, the ancient seat of House Lannister trembling under the onslaught of northern catapults and battering rams. Eddard Stark stood on a rise overlooking the chaos, his gray cloak billowing in the salty wind from the sunset sea. Lannisport smoldered below, its docks a ruin of charred timbers and sunken ships, courtesy of the Stark fleet, borrowed Manderley vessels that had sailed around the Iron Islands to strike from the water. Ice hung at his side, its blade clean to blood but ready for more. Sansa stood beside him, her green eyes wide with a mix of awe and horror, her auburn hair tangled from the daring escape Arya had orchestrated through the rock's labyrinthine sewers.
"Father,"
Sansa whispered, clutching his arm.
"is this the end?"
Ned's face was grim, etched with lines deeper than the mines beneath the rock.
Not yet, child. Tywin lives, and lions fight fiercest when cornered.
Inside the fortress, Cersei paced her opulent prison, a solar high in the cliffs, guarded by Stark men. The sounds of war echoed through the halls. Shouts, crashes, the roar of wildfire pots exploding against invaders. She had been captured in the confusion of the breach, her golden gown torn, her pride wounded, but unbroken. Lancel lay dead in the corridors, slain by Arya's needle in the frantic rescue. Cersei's thoughts raced. Jaime, still a prisoner in Ned's camp, Tywin fled to the hills with remnants of his host.
"Fools,"
she muttered to the empty room.
"the rock has never fallen."
But fall it did. Ned's engineers, aided by Riverrun sappers, exploited a weakness, a forgotten drainage tunnel from the days of Lan the Clever. Under cover of night, a strike team led by Arya, insisting on joining despite Ned's protests, and Theon Greyjoy infiltrated, opening the postern gates from within. Northerners poured in, clashing with Lannister guards in twisting passages lit by torchlight. Ned led the final assault, ice singing as it cleaved through armored foes. He found Cersei in her chambers, a dagger in hand, ready to fight or die.
Yield!
He commanded, his voice echoing off gold-veined walls. Cersei laughed, bitter and defiant.
"To you, the honorable fool who dragged me to that frozen hell? Kill me, Ned. End this farce of a marriage."
Ned sheathed ice.
You're my wife, mother to my children. You'll face justice, not death.
Guards bound her, and as she was led away, she spat.
"Justice! Your honor blinds you. Tywin will avenge this."
The rock surrendered by dawn, its vaults of gold seized to fund the war. Ned installed a garrison under Sir Roderick Cassel, who had joined from the north.
Hold it tight.
Ned instructed.
The west is ours, for now.
Sansa embraced Arya in the courtyard, tears flowing.
"You saved me, sister."
Arya shrugged, wiping blood from her face.
"Anyone would. Now let's go home."
But home was ashes. Ravens from the north brought dire news. Winterfell burned. Bran and Rickon presumed dead, taken by Ironborn. Robb's host raced north, but the damage was done. Ned knelt in the rock's sept, praying to the old gods to despite the southern idols.
Protect my sons,
he whispered. Sansa joined him, lighting candles for the seven. Their faiths clashed, like their parents' marriage. Far north, Robb Stark led his host through blizzards and bogs, gray winds scouting ahead like a gray phantom. Jon Snow rode beside him, ghost at his heels. The two bastards-turned brothers united in purpose. The Ironborn had struck deep, Torrhen's Square fallen, Deepwood Motte held by Asha Greyjoy, and worst, Winterfell sacked by Theon's treachery. No, Theon was with Ned in the west. Wait. In this timeline, Theon had remained loyal, fighting at the crag. The betrayer was Ramsay Bolton, whispers said, allying with Balon for plunder.
"Winterfell!"
Robb growled as they crested a hill, smoke rising from the horizon. The ancient castle was a shell. Walls breached, great hall roof collapsed, the gods' wood spared, but the glass gardens shattered. Survivors emerged, Maester Luwin wounded but alive, old Nan trembling.
The boys, Bran and Rickon, fled north.
Luwin gasped.
With Osha the wildling and Hodor, Ramsay Snow, he flayed men, burned all.
Robb's face twisted in rage.
"Bolton!" Rose swore fealty.
Jon clenched his fist.
Treachery within, father warned of the Dreadfoot.
They retook the castle swiftly, Ironborn remnants surrendering or dying. Robb executed the leaders personally, his sword dripping red.
"For Winterfell,"
Comma.
he intoned.
But Bran missing gnawed at him. Scouts searched, finding tracks leading to the wall. Beyond? Jon wondered.
Wildlings.
Robb sent ravens south. Winterfell retaken, Bolton suspect. Bran lost. hold the West. Jon dreamed that night of dragons and fire, his true blood calling.
I'm no Stark.
He confessed to Robb by the fire. Robb punched his arm.
You're my brother, blood or not.
They marched on the Dreadfort next to root out treason. Rose Bolton met them at the gates, his pale eyes unreadable.
My bastard acted alone.
He claimed, presenting Ramsay's head on a spike.
Loyalty to the king in the north.
Robb, proclaimed king by his lords in Riverrun earlier, narrowed his eyes.
King, I fight for father, for justice.
But the title stuck. The North rallied, clansmen swearing to the young wolf. Asha Greyjoy, captured at Deepwood, was brought in chains.
Your uncle Victarion sails for Moat Cailin,
She taunted.
The North drowns in salt.
Robb smiled coldly.
Then we'll salt the sea with ironborn blood.
Back in the Westerlands, Ned interrogated Cersei in a makeshift cell within the rock, lavish by prison standards, with silks and wine, but barred windows overlooking the sea.
Why?
He asked simply, seated across from her. Cersei, unchained but guarded, sipped arbor gold.
You never understood, Ned. Power isn't honor, it's survival. Tywin taught me that. You dragged me north, away from court, from life. I bore your brats, played the dutiful wife, but my heart was always lion.
Ned leaned forward.
Our children, Robb, Sansa, Bran, Arya, they bind us. You betrayed them too.
She laughed.
Betrayed. I saved Sansa from your frozen war. And the others? Starks through and through, dull, honorable, doomed.
Ned rose.
You'll stand trial in King's Landing once Renly is dealt with.
Renly.
Cersei smirked.
A mummer's king. Stannis lurks, and across the sea, true dragons hatch.
Ned paused.
Daenerys.
Whispers reach even here. 3 dragons, they say. Your bastard Jon, Rhaegar's son, he'll draw her like flame to moth.
Ned's hand slammed the table.
Jon is protected.
Cersei tilted her head.
By whom? You.
He left, her laughter echoing. Jaime, in a separate cell, was more forthcoming.
Release me, Stark. I'll convince father to yield.
Ned shook his head.
Your leverage.
Jaime sighed.
Cersei and I, we're closer than siblings. Always have been.
Ned's eyes widened.
Incest. Gods.
Jaime shrugged.
Love knows no bounds. Our children. Wait, no, yours are true. But in another life.
Ned confined him tighter, the revelation shaking him.
Monsters.
Envoys from Renly arrived. Loras Tyrell, the Knight of Flowers, resplendent in green armor.
King Renly offers terms. Swear fealty, keep the north and west, wed Sansa to Willis Tyrell.
Ned considered.
And Steffon Baratheon? Robert's heir.
Loras waved dismissively.
A boy, hidden. The throne is Renly's by right of conquest.
Ned refused.
I fight for justice, not another usurper.
Loras departed, warning of war. Tywin, from hidden camps in the hills, raided supply lines. Ned sent Arya and scouts to hunt him.
Alive!
He ordered. Arya, with her list of names, nodded grimly. North of the wall, Bran Stark rode on Hodor's back, the giant murmuring Hodor like a mantra. Osha the Wieldling led, her spear ready, Summer the direwolf ranging ahead. Rickon trailed with Shaggy Dog, wild as the lands they had traversed. They had fled Winterfell's flames, guided by Bran's dreams of a 3-eyed crow beckoning north.
The crow speaks,
Bran told Osha as they camped in a weirwood grove, the face carved deep in watching. Osha eyed him warily. Green seer blood, dangerous. They encountered wildlings, cruel but fleeing something worse. The dead walk, one whispered. Cold winds rise. Bran saw it in visions, blue-eyed whites, an army of ice. We must find the crow, he insisted. Deeper into the haunted forest they met Cold Hands, a hooded figure on an elk, face hidden, voice hollow. The boy is needed, he said. Follow. Hodor shuddered, but they went. Caves awaited, children of the forest and the 3-eyed crow, Bloodraven ancient and rooted. You are the winged wolf, Bloodraven croaked. Learn to fly. Bran touched the weirwood net, visions flooding past, present, future. He saw Ned in the west, Robb battling, Jon at the wall, no, Jon south, and dragons across the sea.
I must warn them,
Bran said. Bloodraven nodded. In time. Renly moved west, his vast Reach army, 50,000 flowers and stags, marching along the ocean road to reclaim the Westerlands. Ned, with 20,000 Northmen and Riverlanders fortified at the Gold Road's Pass.
They're green.
Ned told his captains.
We fight smart.
The clash came at dawn, Renly's knights charging in rainbow cloaks. Loras led, his lance shattering shields. Ned's center held, pikes bristling. Arya harried flanks with archers, her needle claiming officers. Sansa watched from camp, praying, but Renly's numbers overwhelmed. Ned fell back using terrain, ambushes and hills, feigned retreats. In the melee, Ned faced Renly himself.
Yield, Stark. The realm needs unity.
Ned parried.
Under a false king?
A shadow stirred. Melisandre's magic? No, Stannis' assassin shadow struck from afar, slaying Renly in his tent miles away. Wait, in this timeline, Stannis allied secretly. News came mid-battle. Renly dead, throat slit by sorcery. His army fractured, Tyrells fleeing to Highgarden. Ned pressed, routing the leaderless host. Victory, but Pyrrhic. Casualties high, supplies low. Raven from Robb, Dreadfort taken. Bolton's bend knee. Ironborn pushed back. Marching south to aid. Ned smiled.
The pack reunites.
In Essos, Daenerys Targaryen stood on her balcony in Korth, her 3 dragons, Drogon, Rhaegal, Viserion, perched like living jewels. Word from Westeros reached her via spies. Chaos of kings, a Stark wed to Lannister, and a nephew. Jon Snow, Rhaegar's son, hidden.
My brother's child.
She murmured to Jorah Mormont.
A dragon in wolf's clothing?
Jorah frowned.
Rumors, Khaleesi, but if true.
Daenerys' eyes burned.
We sail west. The Iron Throne awaits, and family.
Ships gathered, armies mustered. In Westeros, Ned received hints via Meisters. Dragons live! Jon's secret burned brighter. With the west secured, Ned sailed east with prisoners, Cersei, Jaime, to King's Landing, now held by Stannis after Renly's fall. Melisandre's fires lit the night. Stannis greeted Ned stiffly.
You hold the west. Swear to me.
Ned knelt reluctantly.
For the realm.
Cersei's trial in the throne room, accused of treason, adultery, Jaime confessed under duress.
You cuckolded me.
Ned thundered. Cersei stood proud.
Our children are yours, save perhaps Robb. Timing.
Ned paled. Paternity questioned. Exile or wall? Stannis decreed death, but Ned intervened.
Mercy. She's mother to my heirs.
Cersei sneered.
Mercy? I'd rather die.
Execution stayed, imprisoned. Jaime sent a wall taking black. Robb arrived in King's Landing, reuniting with Ned, Sansa, Arya.
Bran lives, I feel it.
Jon confessed his heritage.
Targaryen.
Ned embraced him, but Stannis demanded Jon's head. Conflict brewed. North, Balon dead shone Euron rising. East, Daenerys sails. South, Dorne stirs. A raven, White Walkers march. The wall calls. The long night loomed.